Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Naja, the head bacon in charge of the Bacon Bit Squad. Thank you guys so much for coming back here today and tuning in for another video. I really appreciate it, guys. Today's video, we are going to be discussing some more debt that we have paid off. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you to those that have recently subscribed, whether you saw a community post, whether another content creator recommended me, whether you saw my Instagram. I really appreciate you guys being here. You are now a part of the Bacon Bit Squad. And to the returning members, guys, you know how I feel about you. You know how I feel. But let me go ahead and share about this debt. So we have Rickey the Racoon. So if you didn't know, a couple months ago, we had a raccoon that was in our attic, and he was having a great time. I believe that he was about to move in. The whole crew, the family, and all that stuff, he was like scoping it out, you know, make sure everything was copacetic, as they say. And so we named him Rickey the Racoon. We named Pretty Ricky. Okay, so yeah, you have to go back and watch that whole video where I talked about him. But while he was up there in the attic and to the roof, he did a little bit of damage. Okay, well, 4,400 worth of damage. So because the roof needed some help, some work, okay, after Rickey got hold of it, it was rotted. There was holes in the roof, missing shingles, and they had to do a whole chimney rebuild because apparently Rickey was, you know, pulling at the shingles and all that stuff, and then he just got in through the chimney because it was basically rotted out. So we had to have that repaired, basically done over all over again. So it would have been a lot cheaper if it was just the raccoon removal, but in order to prevent this from happening again with, you know, other said cousins, aunts, uncles, whoever may be trying to move in, we needed to go ahead and get the works done. So that is exactly what we did. It was not a job where we could just, you know, hold off because, you know, he was going to be up there for a while. And so, yeah, we had that done. And so that is where this debt is coming from. And we've been making payments on it so far, but I want to give you guys an update of the payment so far for the month of July. Now, I am filming this video while I am out of town. I apologize if you hear some noise. I'll try to make sure that that is blocked out of this video. Sounds like loud rushing water. It is, pretty much. But so I want to share with you guys another update. And so far this month, been able to pay an additional $150. Okay, when we left off probably like 2 weeks ago, we had paid about $250. Actually, it's a little bit more than that, and I have to look and see exactly how much I transferred over because of the fact you guys know that we've been playing the butt challenge game, the butt savings challenge game on Saturdays, giving it a little bit of a break for the month of July since we have Christmas in July. And I was like, I don't really know how we could fit that in unless I was going to put a Santa hat on the butts. But now that could actually be an option now that I think about it. Okay, so it could really still be Christmas in July. I have to figure that out when I get back in town. But anyway, so there was times when for that particular challenge, I rolled the die and saved more money towards debt, which I did transfer over to the debt. So I do want to say that. However, I need to figure out how much extra that was because I can't remember off the top of my head. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and color in one additional line because it is $150, and that surpasses this over here. So that would be, so 250 plus 150 basically will be 400. So we can color in here. And I'm going to turn this to the side a little bit because it's hard to color when it's straight. Can't quite go above that 352 just yet, but we do have some more payments that will be coming in for the month of July. This is just what we're starting off with right here. Wanted to break up that pink a little bit too. Also, because I wanted to, in addition to tracking it this way, I still want to be able to write it down. I'm a pen and paper girl, so I like writing down my things. I love the look of digital, but I use digital for some things, but not mostly all the things that I have. And like I said, I love paper and pencil, so I like writing it down. This is just a little DIY that I did, I don't know, what was it, about 2 years ago. I made the stickers myself with the quotes on here. I didn't make this one, and I didn't make this one. I did receive this one from, oh gosh, I can't remember. I don't know if it was Dee or if it was Tasha, but then I thought this was cute. This was supposed to be part of like my travel notebook where I was keeping all of the money stats for how much my trip was going to be like 2 years ago. But this is what I could find on hand, so I'm going to be using this as where I keep the stats for how much I paid down and what the balance is. This kind of reminds me of the Passport TN, like the Traveler's Notebook. I got this from Dollar Tree, guys. Got this from Dollar Tree and just jazzed it up. There was also an envelope that comes with it as well. That's put up somewhere. So let's go ahead and flip inside here. So I already put here, we have chimney repair debt, $4,400, June, $250. And so we're just going to subtract that $4,400 away from, or $250 away from the $4,400, excuse me. And let's see what we get. So that brings us to $4,150. Like I said, this actually, the balance is lower than this, but we can't really put that down right now until I get the other amounts. And then I'll leave like a little bit of a space here. So hopefully this is not going to confuse anybody. I'm going to go ahead and start putting down so far what we have for July, okay, which is $150. I'll make sure I leave the screenshot up above so that you guys can see exactly how much I paid so far. I know you guys like the screenshots. Okay, so let's go ahead and subtract this right here, which is $150 from $4,150, and that brings us to $4,000. Again, the number is going to be a little bit skewed until I get that extra payment in there. Yeah, so this is where we're at so far with this balance coming from $4,400. We're now at $4,000, actually a little bit lower than that. So yeah, we're making a little bit of progress on this. I'm not going as gazelle intense with this debt like I did with the mortgage, because I have so many other things that I'm putting money towards right now. As you guys know, summer is expensive. Me and the kids are out for summer. I go back to school starting the beginning of August, so it feels like summer is actually flying by. But there's so many things that I'm having to prepare for my next school season, as well as the fall season, and coming up with Christmas. Like, this year is seriously going very, very, very quick. And there are a lot of things that need a lot of money and funding. So I'm able to put what I can so far while still maintaining life, as they say. So yeah, this is the update that we have so far for the month of July. And yeah, I'm happy with it. I wish it was a little bit more, but that's okay. We'll get there. We're doing some savings challenges to, you know, kind of spice it up, make it a little bit more fun to pay debt. But, you know, this is one of the things that occurs. Also, in the midst of this, I am building up a home repair fund. I have a home improvement, which is basically like for, you know, little things that we may need here and there for the house, you know, maybe new knobs or, you know, maybe new door handles, something like that. That's the home improvement. But the actual home repair fund, I am definitely putting money into that every single month, as well as playing the savings challenge games in order to beef up that account. So if you guys want to follow along with that, I do have like a first goal amount of getting $5,000 in there, and then it's basically going to be $5,000 increments. After that, I would love to have a $50,000 home repair fund, but I know that that is going to take quite some time. But this just shows me that any and everything can occur and happen. You know, we have a fence back here on all three sides of our home. At any point in time, if there's high winds or something, that could be knocked down. That's also a shared expense with my neighbors. I mean, there's just so many things that come with a home that it's not just the house. It's not just the home. It's not just the home, guys. The mortgage is probably the least amount that you will pay for a home when it comes to a home. But I will talk more about that in August when it's my 1-year anniversary for being mortgage free. Super excited about that. I can't believe it. It's almost a year. Almost a year to the day that we will be mortgage free for 1 year. I'm going to give like a recap of how this last year has been and what I would do differently before I get a mortgage. So look out for those 2 videos in the month of August. All right, guys, if you happen to enjoy this debt update and seeing me watch and pay down this debt once again, you know, I'm not putting large amounts to it, but I'm putting what I can to it while I have other things going on. And I know that you guys are doing that as well. So remain encouraged, stay locked into the budgeting community for that inspiration, whoever that it may be that inspires you to keep going, to keep putting that extra dollar, that 50 cents, whatever it is on the debt. Keep going, guys. Eventually it will come down. And this is proof that, hey, sometimes you stumble back a little bit, but you know what? You get back up and you keep moving forward. That's all that you can do. Until the next video. Bye.